Hello everybody, this is my tutorial on how to make these masks. Got the cord, it's got the pocket on the back for your filters. So what I do, I took a piece of cardboard and I cut out my 6x9 template. I laid it on the material, I traced around it with the pen or pencil, and then cut out my fabric. You have one piece for your front, and you'll need 2 pieces for your back. Once I get my back, I stack them on top of each other. I fold it and I press it. Once I get through pressing it, I take and I measure out 2.5 inches. I mark it with the ink pen or a pencil. Mark it here and here. Let me turn my light on. Wait a minute, that's wrong. There we go. There we go. You might see it a little bit better. Okay, so you will have a mark 2.5 inches here and here. Now then, I'm going to take this and I'm going to sew from here to here on both sides. That will make this slit, and I want to get right in that crease as much as I can. And back stitch. When I get to there, I'm going to back stitch a couple of times because I want extra support here, because this is where the pocket where you will be, there'll be added stress on there, getting in and out of the pocket. So I've got that. I turn it around and I do it on this side. Okay, once that's done, you take this and fold it that way. You turn this over and you fold it that way. And then you can press this. And this is where you get your slit for your pocket. So you take that. Now then you take your material and you lay it right side facing down. And pin it together. This way, I don't know, sometimes it helps me and sometimes it don't. But you're supposed to pin your material together. Oh well. Okay. Pin this. Okay, then I'm going to take this, put my sewing machine back down here. And I've got a 1/4 mark on my sewing machine. I always put my material right up against that. And I start this, and then I'm going to back stitch. And then I'm just going to sew down here and try to keep this as straight as I possibly can. I'm not known for straight seams. Okay, we'll get down here. I'm going to back stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to turn. And get my pin thing out here. And I back stitch on each corner, if I can remember. I'm going to sew around each side. Be back when I get through. Okay, once I have my 4 sides sewn together, I take and I open up the pocket and I start turning my corners. Now you can clip your corners if you need to so your corners will turn better. I do sometimes I don't. So I'm just going to turn this inside out. My corners did pretty good. I got one corner. I got my little tool so I can push the corner if I need to. A little bit. At this point, it kind of looks like a little pillowcase. So this is the back of it. This is where your pocket for your filters go. Now then, at this point, I go and I press it. And when I press it, I will take and press these sides down for the casings of the cord. Be right back. Now that I've got the pressed, and I pressed, it's like an inch that I pressed. Let's scoot this back some. It's about an inch. I take this and I make a seam down here and a seam down here. Let's get hung on that little, it's thick right there. Sometimes you have to kind of press it through. Whoops. Now I got that side done, and I want to go over and do this side. Get over that hump. Okay, now that I've got that done, take my scissors and cut my threads. If you wanted to, you could make another stitch down through there, another seam. Sorry, got to figure out my way of doing things here. Okay, now that I got my strings cut, let me see, let me scoop my sewing machine down a little bit. Now then, I'm going to take and stitch twice this way and twice this way. So I just stick this in here. And I try to get this lined up with this line. Of course, we're going to back stitch. And I'm using the width of my foot as to where I do this at. Try it again. There we go. Now then, I've got that stitched across there. Now I'm going to go between here and here. Go halfway in between there. Let me cut that little string. Little thread. Okay. Now then I'm going to put this right between. Let's see if I can get it lined up. I'm just going to raise my needle up. And this is the only way I know how to do it. Okay. Hopefully, as I go along, I will get better at these videos. This is my, so bear with me. Okay. Now then, got that there. Then I'm going to do this end, or this side. Same thing. I have my speed on my sewing machine set a little bit slow. Because I'm scared of it when it goes fast. Oh, I'm always afraid to get my finger, like, caught in the needle as I'm sewing. It just, once I get that where I want it, there we go. Get this going in there. Back stitch and cut. And once you get that done, then you cut your strings. Cut all your little strings. Turn it over. Get any strings that's over here, any threads left. There we go. Get this cut. Now then, I have a safety pin somewhere in my, there it is. Yeah, I love this little, I got this from a hardware store, or a automotive store. It's got the magnet on the bottom. That way, look, if you tip your pins over, they don't come out. The best thing ever, because I used to tip my used to tip them over all the time and they'd go everywhere. Okay, I cut my string. This is a cotton clothesline. You can use the paracord, but right now paracord is hard to find, so I got this cotton clothesline. I put the pin in here, and now then, I don't want to go this way. I'm going to string this through here. Sometimes you have to, if you have a thicker cord, sometimes you want it. I did an inch on here, but if your cord is too thick for it, then you might want to do 1.5 inches or 2 inches. It depends on your cord, on how wide you make your casing for your cord. Now then, we're going to go at the other side. And it's so much easier. And just remember, when you cut your cord, let me see, where's the end of this? I took a lighter and melted that, because if you don't, it's going to fray. So always melt your cords on the end to keep it from fraying more. Try to work this through here. And there we go. Take this off. Now then, when you get through, you want to tie a knot in the ends, not only to keep this from coming off, but to help keep your cord from fraying. So you tie those, and there you have it. There is your mask. Quick, simple, easy. I have I will show you how to put it on. Hello, I'll take these off. Now then, I will show you how to put the mask on. Yeah. I had it another way, but I found out this is easier. Take this, put it up over your ears, pull this, and tie it behind your head. And this is going to be my mask. So there you go. It comes in like this, really tight, and you tight. It gets pretty tight so that it kind of tightens up here. And then you can take your glasses, if you wear glasses, and put it on like that. And there you go. Now you can pull, well, I got my glasses on. If you don't like them right up on your ears, you can always take this up a little higher. And pull this down. And it's not on your ears. So, there you go. If you have any questions, message me. I'd be glad to help you. Bye.